storm where peace is found. I'm yours, baby. Yes, I am. I am all heart, I'm heart of stone. I am the road that you walk on. I'm yours, honey. Yes, I am. You are everything to me, everything I hope for, and everything I dream. Yes, you, girl, makes me a man. Oh, it's you, baby, that makes me who I am. That makes me who I am. I am the road, I am your fate, here to guide you every day. I'm yours, darling. Yes, I am. I am a smile, I am a tear, I am the one that's always here. I'm yours, honey. Yes, I am. You are everything to me, everything I hope for, and everything I dream. Yes, it's you, girl, that makes me a man. Oh, it's you, baby, that makes me who I am.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Got me?
Say who I am.
Who I am.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Yes, I am.
I love that song?
I love that song. I tell you, he went to Italy this morning, and he's at the 16 Chapel, and he's sending me pictures.
What number's chapel?
16, 17, 20.
16?
Is it 16? I always thought it was 16. 16.
You go to the 16 Chapel.
This is 16.
17,
tomato,
18,
tomato.
20.
Wow. It's going to be that kind of show? 16?
Sorry.
I thought it was 16.
I know you did.
Why do you listen to everything I say?
You just make it fun.
Just don't pay attention.
Because you just make it so much fun.
Problem is I ain't breathing right.
That's it.
I
How
need
to
more
save
oxygen.
a marriage. No, we're actually going to... We're going to talk about that also. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's been a fantastic morning. We rolled right from the morning show into the midday. Some new pieces, some new commercials, a whole lot of sponsors coming up for the Amp Media Futures Foundation on our May 2nd Segundo de Mayo event. So they're going to see a piece on that. And we've got Revive Aire. They are joining us today live in studio.
The show, this portion of the show is brought to you by Revive.
Revive
And
Aire.
what's the saying?
You are the air you breathe.
You are the air you breathe.
You are the air
So the
you
one
breathe.
this morning, change it. You are the air you breathe.
Sure, think about it. Think about your allergies, everyone's allergies. How many people come in and out of this studio, plus everything else that's here? Imagine being able to keep the studio clean and fresh all the time and not have to change air filters.
The number one reel in our business was me holding on to the changing of the filter.
The dirty air filter, that is true.
And they give it to me to hold. Why do I gotta hold it? You couldn't see through it. It was filthy. I'm sitting there. My son calls me. He played it at his office. And they're all laughing at me. Well, why do you do that to me? Why do you do that?
Because you make it so easy.
Air is very important. Without air, you're not put a giant snot ball. That's really what it comes down to.
We've got Regina and Vinny joining us, and a huge thank you to Revive Aire, their company, for being our platinum sponsor of the Amp Media Futures Foundation, Segundo de Mayo. So let's get right into it and say hello.
Let's do it.
Welcome to sunny South Florida.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you
Yes,
so much
thank you for
for,
having us.
first of all, for your sponsorship, which is absolutely incredible and so kind, and everything goes back to the crew that you see here working so hard. You see them working on your commercial and everything that we do in-house. And now we get to talk about Air Shield. Tell us about the concept behind this.
Well, Air Shield is a new technology. It's not new, but it's being used as a new technology. Air Shield is a plasma-based technology that filters out and kills anything 2.5, PM 2.5. It's like, you know, during the day, you look at your window and you got the silhouette and you see all that little dust. Well, that's 2.5 and smaller. And this product takes care of that.
You mean on the inside of the window or on the outside of the window?
Well, when you're looking inside the, you know, when you're in the, that's the one.
Hold it up, yeah.
When you're looking at, in your house, you see this sun glare, right?
Yeah,
Coming
yeah.
in.
Oh, yeah.
You see the particles.
Looks like
That's
dust.
PM, that's correct. It's smaller than dust. That's PM 2.5. So it's really critical for your breathing. You get asthma. You get all that stuff. You
So
don't
if-
think as well when the air is not clean.
Well, let's back up. You are a mechanical engineer,
I'm a mechanical contractor.
mechanical contractor.
Yes.
And you found this product just how?
Well, when we had a place here in Boca, we were doing business down here for like 7 years. Work in Miami, and a friend brought this filter over to me, but it was similar to this, but it was like 5 inches thick. So we had to get it tested, and then minimize the space so you could be a direct change for your regular residential filter. Any filter is made by 1 inch. The length is different, but it's made by 1 inch. So that was our. Took about 4 years to get that done, and all the testing.
And this is a one-time, a one and done. We're not replacing filters every month. You don't have that dirty paper filter that you have to throw away.
Well, yeah.
Just once.
And when you pick up that dirty filter, all that dust is blowing out back into the house.
That's true,
so
but wait a
this is-
minute. Wait. I'm confused. What do you mean one and done? You do this one time only?
One time for 10 years.
10 years.
Last 10 years.
My
and you only
God,
have
there'll
to
be a
clean
human
it
being
twice
on
a
this
year.
thing. There'll be a
That's-
monster growing out of this thing.
No.
No,
No?
none at all. You just have to clean it. You slide it out just like a filter. You take off the power pack. You could hose it down, or we have a little adapter that goes inside these circles right here that you put on your drill, and in like 2 minutes it's clean. Then you slide it back in.
So that's a metal sheeting on top of it?
Yeah, this is aluminum and
Aluminum.
stainless steel.
Gotcha. So it's not like the paper ones that rot out and you got to
No.
change those.
Would you like to touch it? You know, feel it?
We'll have
is made
Brianna bring it.
sturdy.
Brianna's gonna bring
We'll
it
have
up. when
Brianna
she
bring it up.
sits-
We also have Nick on the line, so let's
Yes.
bring Nick over while Brianna grabs that. Tell us who Nick is and how Nick is helping you in your company.
Well, Nick is the president of the company. His specialty is he's been in air purification for the last 35 to 40 years. So he is more technical with all the data and all the information that we would need.
All right, so I think we've got Nick on
One and done.
one and done. You just got to clean it.
Boy, this is like so you.
But I've got so many questions because our air filter, even the air filter I have in my house, doesn't connect to, it's heavy. Wow.
It's
Doesn't-
metal. It has metal in it.
doesn't connect to power, so I need to figure out how all that happens.
Holy smokes.
All right, we could have
It's
Nick
like a
on the
bar-
line, Jalen.
Wait a minute, there's wires on this thing.
I know.
Yes, you wire it right to your fan motor.
Really?
That's it.
So this is more than just an air filter. This is like a piece of machinery.
Oh, yeah. There's no moving parts, but none at all.
Yeah, but this, wow, this What the hell is this? This is a power pack?
That's
Yes.
correct.
This is unbelievable.
And the,
I'm serious. What are you laughing at?
Jay, do we have Nick on? All right, let's bring him over.
Look at this.
It's heavy, right? Hey, Nick, how are you
Got
doing?
my workout.
Fantastic. I'm so happy to be here with you all.
Well, we are excited to have you. We did not expect it to be as heavy and durable when we picked it up with one hand. You're so used to the little flimsy air filters.
This is like an electrified force field here. This is like from Star Wars. What is this?
Well, we might have it up in space one day.
You
to
should.
purify the space shuttle someday.
Wow. This is amazing. Explain this technology. What's all this about?
Okay, let me just say a couple of things. You know, post-pandemic, there's been a lot of research on understanding indoor air. You know, when each of you over there in the studio are looking at each other, you think that there's nothing between you guys when you look at each other in the eyes. But today we realize that there's a lot more going on within indoor air that's absolutely a horrifying cocktail of organic and inorganic particles. And that includes like dead skin cells from humans, pet dander, hair, fur, dust mites, insect droppings, dead insect particles, soil, pollen. I could go on and on and on. Microplastics. I know. It's horrible. Now, the PM particle matter 2.5 micron that Vinny was talking about is extremely dangerous, a lot more dangerous than we previously thought. Because as Vinny was saying, when the sun comes in at the right angle and you see all that stuff floating in the air, when there's no more sun ray, it disappears. Well, that's always around the breathing zone of people indoors. And the Institute of Medicine has now deemed it a promoter of heart attacks and strokes because we breathe it in and it stays in. And it goes all the way down to the alveoli, which is the bottom of your lung, and it moves through tissue and ends up in your bloodstream. In fact, it's now being reviewed as suspect to Alzheimer's. Just that. So when my mom used to say, Nick, you got to go dust your room. And I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever, Mom. Well, she was right. So this technology, you're right, is heavy. As Vinny alluded to, it's a plasma technology, which is the fourth state of matter. You know, we have a solid, we have a liquid, and we have a gas. And plasma is the fourth state, which is what we've developed in this filter. And it does an amazing accomplishment of controlling pathogens like SARS and even influenza, the common cold. The particles, and it'll remove VOC gases. And to what Vinny was saying, you put it in, it's in there for 10 years, you clean it with water every 6 months, and you have to do nothing at all. And what's really fabulous, it only takes 12 watts of power, an LED light bulb. I think it's absolutely an ingenious technology and needs to be applied into every single system that's in homes and any other type of buildings.
When we think about hospitals and nursing homes, and my grandmother passed away in a nursing home allegedly from Legionnaire's disease because what was floating through their air system and affecting all the residents that are immunocompromised just based on age alone, what that does. And then just think about every day you and us.
Well, I got a question because I'm not very bright. So when you change the air filter up on top, this won't go up there because it doesn't plug into anything.
Well, Vinny's going to take a look at it before he leaves.
Well, you don't need to plug it to the unit.
Okay.
As long as you have a power source, 120, which you have up in your ceiling and everything, you wire it to that power source. And the filter itself has an air switch. It senses air and it turns on by itself.
Holy smokes, this is like AI technology.
And
yeah.
It's plasma inside those little diamonds?
Excuse me?
It's the plasma technology inside those little, inside the grid?
It just radiates the technology right at the circles. Where you see the circles with a needle?
Right, there's needles in there.
That goes towards the airflow. So anything in that circle, it's a positive and negative charge. We don't kill the pathogens. We don't kill it. We open up, we do a lesion, and then Mother Nature takes over.
So you're electrifying stuff and then
Stop.
We're not electrifying.
Zapping it.
zapping it.
Zapping
It's like a zapper.
But it's not electrifying. It's plasma based. It's like plasma. It's like, you know those globes?
Yes.
That the light globes that you touch it and your hand, your hair starts standing up and
Yes.
everything. Well, that's what it does. It emits plasma, but it doesn't create ozone. It just emits it right in that circle there.
So
It's a controlled
incredible.
emitting.
So the funny thing about all this is that it's constantly working when it feels the airflow, correct?
That's correct.
And the air that comes out of it now is neutralized and is cleaner. Is that correct?
Yes. You want to explain that, Nick?
Yes, so what happens is we take 120 volts or 220 volts and we bring it up to 5,500 volts at very low amperage. And we create this plasma field inside those little holes that you were alluding to, and it's confined. So anything that goes into there that's a pathogen, we create a lesion in the body. You've seen the pictures of like the SARS virus. It's a ball with all those little hairs sticking
Yeah.
out of it. Inside that ball, regardless of what the pathogen is, has the DNA material. And when we open it up and expose it to atmospheric oxygen, Mother Nature, as Vinny alluded to, we kill DNA-based pathogens and we render RNA-based viruses non-effective. Now, because you have the positive and negative, the particles get charged so that a positive-based particle and a negative-based particle attach each other. So then they become large enough that a normal filter can remove them and achieve a hospital-grade HEPA level within your space. So all that stuff that's floating around from the sun ray disappears. And you actually have to clean less inside your home. Now, one thing I do want to go back to that you mentioned, which was that Legionnaire's disease. In Florida, where you're at, these cooling coils are wet, and you always have a film that forms. It's called a biofilm. And microtoxins come out of that, which is why in some places in Florida, it smells funny when you walk into these locations if humidity is not controlled. Well, this device controls these biofilms and they no longer exist. So the unfortunate situation that you had for your dad could have been eliminated if this type of filter was installed.
This filter is just remarkable. You're not changing it. You're not touching the dust. It's constantly cleaning. You know what we go through in our studio. Can you imagine a home bigger than ours, or a facility, or corporations, anything?
But there should be in every hospital in America. I mean, I don't understand. When you got this kind of technology, you should use it.
How long have you guys had this on the market?
Well, we just started going to market because we finalized all our testing. So that's why we're ready to go to market. And that filter should be in any air conditioning system in the whole country. That's where that filter should be.
And how do people get it? How do we get the filter?
How do we order it?
So we have a website. We have two websites. One is www.reviveaire.com, which is more for the consulting engineers. And then we also have www.aireshield, that's AIRE, shield.com, where consumers can go to, and that should be up and running by the end of this week with an e-commerce site. All they have to do is go to your furnace, pull out your existing air filter, check the size, go to the website, you can order that exact same size, and it's just a slide-in.
Amazing. Now, are you guys in the hospitals yet? Have you negotiated with Cleveland Clinic or anything like that?
So yes, we're in the process of talking to many hospitals, and we have a number of bids that are out there. The latest, when you go to a builder and they tell you we're building to code,
right?
Well, the standards that go into code are being updated as we speak right now to start incorporating this type of technology. And what a lot of people don't know is there's a new standard that's being adopted for code again, which is called Standard 241 on the control of infectious aerosols. So yes, what you're alluding to is happening as we speak real time. And we're just working with consulting engineers trying to get the product specified. It is being specified. And we're going to start updating and upgrading some of these hospitals, daycare centers, clinics, schools, airports, train stations, and so on and so forth, including everybody's home. And in fact, we're getting a lot of interest from residential applications because people are quite concerned about what we breathe. You know, a lot of people don't realize that we eat about 4 pounds of food a day. We drink about 4 pounds of water, which is like a half a gallon of water a day on average. And we put so much restrictions on our food and expiry dates. We even have expiry dates on bottles of water, and water has been around for billions of years, and we just keep recycling it. But we breathe in 32 pounds of air a day. That's the equivalent of 3,000 gallons of air that we breathe a day. So there's a lot more focus today on people's homes because the purer the air is, the better your cognitive function ends up being. And in fact, test scores in schools can go up 18% by just purifying the air.
Wow.
But most importantly, you can live longer by having a purifying environment. It's kind of like saying, what if you lived in a coal mine? How long are you going to live?
2 days.
Probably half your life. Yeah, exactly. Maybe even 2 days. But, you know, if you purify the air, we can mathematically calculate the longevity that we can offer you using something called DALI, which is Disability Adjusted Life Year. And I know that's a little bit technical, but it's just to say that living in a better environment will improve cognitive function, help you live your life, especially when you get older, in a healthier way, and live longer.
This is amazing.
I got to tell you, it's so simple yet logical. If you're in the business of saving lives, you got to have it. If you're in the business of having like airports, moving people around, where the planes, everybody didn't want to take a plane because of COVID and everything else. If you're in that business, again, I don't even understand what the conversations are. There's no price to that because you're going to remove the cost of what you're currently doing with a price that you don't have to do it but once. It makes no sense to even have a conversation. This should just be manufactured and done and be done with it. And let's see what happens because everybody wants to be able to breathe something pure.
Imagine being able to reduce Alzheimer's and get maybe help with autism, some attention deficit disorders. Some of the other activities that you see our kids that they're blaming on everything else, maybe changing and cleaning up the air we breathe would actually. More to come on the other side of this break. Give us a call, 88. More to come on the other side of this break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A, 888-994-4995, Studio A, or write in any questions you have for Vinny, Regina, or we can always send it over to Nick as well. Or give us a call. All right, more to come. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see their faces on our crew. And the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
In a world where finding reliable and compassionate home care can be overwhelming, Sunshine Home Care Services stands as a beacon of hope. That's why we've partnered with professional nurses, physical rehabilitation centers, and medical offices to ensure their patients receive the very best in home care. At Sunshine Home Care Services, our mission is simple yet profound: to support and enhance the lives of our clients. We genuinely enhance the quality of life and offer a comprehensive suite of 26 services tailored to meet every need. We go beyond the basics with health monitoring, emotional support, pet care, and home safety checks. Sunshine Home Care Services is more than just a service. It's a partnership in care. We invite you to experience the difference a compassionate team can make. For a personal consultation, call us today at 561-821-5811.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
All right, so before we go on to our next segment, I want to head over to Regina and Vinny again. We haven't heard much from Regina, although she'd be a great ventriloquist.
Why?
Why? Tell us how you have gotten involved with this company, and why do you love Revive Aire Shield so much?
Well, the Aire Shield is perfect. It's better than a regular filter. I've taken filters out before, and when you take them out, they're all dusty, and you breathe it in. Got to clean your nose and everything else. This, you don't have to do that. This filter is 1,000 times better than whatever's out there right now. And I feel like now that we're marketing it, when people know about this, they're definitely going to want it. We have it in our house, we have it in our parents' house, and it does clean the air, or purifies the air, and cleans it, correct, of pathogens. And who doesn't want to be healthy? Everybody wants to be healthy. And we just forgot about the air part, like Nick was saying. You know, we watch what we eat, we make sure we drink enough water a day, but what about the air we're breathing in our home, which is where we are most of the time, or while we're sleeping, or in our offices. So,
and you say you have standalone units as well. What does that look like?
It's a rectangular prism, and you can put it in a little section, you know, like say you wanted to just do this area over here, and it will purify the air in that area.
How big an area will it cover?
600 square feet.
That's him.
Okay. So maybe for an apartment?
Yeah, an apartment, yes, apartment or a little studio like this.
Or a
too.
dentist's office,
You know.
or a doctor's office, or where you're going to get a massage or a facial.
Yeah, like in the
any
vestibule
place.
while people are waiting in the waiting area, stuff like that.
Now that it's in your house, do you feel a difference, smell a difference, sense a difference?
Yes. Okay, you know when you really notice it? When you're cooking. So if I'm sauteing, we're making sauce on Sunday. We got the garlic going. We got the onions going. The whole house smells like fried cutlets.
You got the pork going.
Right. Within a few hours, none of that. It's all gone.
Wow.
So it's wonderful. Yeah.
Are you
it's
sleeping
good. It
better?
takes out the smells. Yeah,
definitely sleeping better.
You would think it would help with snoring also. I know you started on the breathe right thing earlier, but
well,
don't snore,
we'll
so
get
she's
there
looking for
someday.
a resolution.
I don't know about the snoring part.
I'm going to say neither one of them seem to think that, but it helps with the smells and cooking, makes you feel better. Wow, so many great benefits.
They're endless.
All right, so how do people contact you or Nick? What's the best way to get this product?
Okay. Well, I think Nick said it before. We have the website. So if you're residential, you want to do the aireshield.com one that they just, they didn't put it up yet, but they will. www.aireshield.com. If you are an engineer or a mechanical contractor, you want to go to www.reviveaire.com. We also added 2 numbers, and you can give us a call, and we can help you that way too. The e-commerce site is coming out soon, I believe by the end of this week, so you can also just go online and order it. You just need to know your filter size.
Well, I'm going to tell you, to all my friends who suffer from allergies the way I do. Now, you've seen it. I'm on 3 medications now to control my allergy. So the other night, and I let Angel know, the pink moon came out. You remember?
Yes.
I think it was Sunday. And when the pink moon comes out in Florida, is when every beast mates and the flowers bloom. And the humidity drives you crazy, and the mold begins to grow, and all that air you suck in, and you can't breathe.
Is that why you sound so congested?
Yes, I am congested. I'm on meds right now because the air here is worse than it was. But in New York, I had problems too. But down here, it seems to be getting worse. I don't know if it's something in the air, if it's me getting older. I don't know. It's something. So for all of you, my friends, who suffer, you should see how many guys, Bob, everybody writes to me, "Are you sick this morning?" Yeah, I am. And it's because of the air in your house. And I told you there's something wrong with this apartment I live in.
Yeah, that's a whole
It has a big issue in there.
All right, so.
I know. Yes, I do. So you got to change your environment. Your environment is not going to change. It must be strange for you 2 guys to walk in and say, "I don't have that filter in here, sucks."
Well, but we know, but now we have an answer, which is incredible. All right, check out aireshield.com, reviveaire.com.
It's going to drive you crazy.
It already does drive me crazy.
Drives her crazy. She changes that air filter. I think we invested $200,000 in air filter.
It needs to be changed, and I could have Michael do it.
And the funny thing is that we need people that are 6 feet tall to
So
change
Michael can
it.
do it.
So Michael could do it if Michael doesn't fall and splat.
So you should leave it to Josh or Gato. I know.
I just like the fact you never have to change it again. Because I don't go up there.
I know.
It's dangerous up there.
I know. All right, we're going to check in with our crew on our marketing side and thank Brianna for putting all of this together. So let's see what Brianna and Heather are up to over here. Juan Carlos.
Yeah, what is that?
Wait, who is this? It's Mr. 305.
Why are you kissing?
That is Pitbull.
Why are you kissing his
like
nose?
It's Pitbull in his prime.
I'm thinking it's Juan Carlos.
That looks like an AI Pitbull because he don't look like that.
That could be Juan Carlos, is what I'm thinking.
He don't look like that.
Juan Carlos now has an identity.
Yes, and it is Pitbull.
But that was my request for today's background. Well, first it was Central Park. Jay said she couldn't follow up with that request.
All right, so tell us, what are you guys doing on the marketing side?
You want to go first?
Sponsor spotlights, definitely. Heather made an amazing Instagram content calendar. So.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I feel like I'm finally in my element. I'm finally able to focus and hone in on it. It's beautiful. I have everything organized for at least the AMP stuff right now. And I'm just so excited. And I made the Payway Paved Our Way, Paved the Way little reel.
I love that.
It's so cute. It's just Sarah walking in and the caption's going to follow along with it. They paved the way for a great fun night of fundraising and yada, yada, yada.
How do people find all our stories and our posts?
It's going to be on our Instagram, Ant Media Productions, also our Facebook at Ant Media Productions, and our LinkedIn at Ant Media Productions.
All right, and Brianna, what's happening with our sponsor spotlight for Revive?
So actually, Schneider made an amazing Instagram reel that I will be posting after this show. I don't know where that is on the calendar, but
it will be there.
All right.
And yeah, we're looking forward to May 2nd. We thank you guys for your contribution, and we definitely need the clean air here in the studio with all of us that are in here. So
Yeah, you try to keep everything clean, which you can't, and all those chemicals are going into the air. And this is a great solution. We just got to figure out a way that we can get it into our system.
It's something we agree on. Clean air.
That's so rare.
So rare.
Actually, yeah, this is probably the first time I've seen you both on the
Agree?
same page.
Because the allergies are killing me. It's just tough.
I know. More to come. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to pop over and say hello to Angel Jones. We had so much fun heading up to her shop the other day. So we're going to check in with her, and then Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology should be walking on in the door. More to come. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Amp Media Productions is proud to announce a collaboration with ABC WPBF, producing high-quality commercials for clients in Palm Beach County. This partnership will leverage Amp Media's creative expertise and video production capabilities with ABC's extensive reach and community connections to deliver top-notch advertising solutions. Contact Amp Media Productions today to amplify your impact in business on ABC WPBF.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with. Welcome to the Amp Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, Amp Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape, the perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink, and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Specializing in color pencils and graphite art, J. Harmon brings art to life with styles such as Art Nouveau, Ultra Realism, Abstract Realism, and Pop Art. Whether you're looking for a piece to make your walls feel like home, some flair for your office, or giving your pet the ultimate photograph, J. Harmon has art for all. Come see some of his work in person at the Brooklyn Cafe Studio. Visit his website for prints, mugs, commission info, and more.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Heart Attack Show. Show people your finger. Show them. No, the finger, not all of, yeah.
That one?
So that is the magical finger. That is the finger that says when I can't scream at Dawn because apparently
My heart spikes.
I hear our heart spikes.
Stress
But at least
spikes.
you can breathe now.
It says I've been in a relaxed state for about an hour. How do you like that?
That's because you want to get your hands on that filter, don't you?
Mine says I'm stressed.
You're
I'm
stressed?
in a good stress zone, not like a bad stress zone.
There's no such thing. What's a good stress?
You need
Engaged?
Good stress. There is such thing as good stress.
There is?
If we didn't have good stress, we wouldn't be able to function as humans.
Wow.
All right, so I think they sent over a graphic. Jay, let's see what they sent on over.
What they got?
Sponsorship?
No, it's a reel.
And a reel?
All right.
All right, so while she's looking up that, I guess we're going to say hello to Angel.
Where were we Thursday?
We were at Angel Shop up in Boynton Beach.
Up in Boynton Beach, and we talked a little bit about maybe opening up a studio up there. Her husband was here yesterday. We were going to negotiate the negotiations, but I started already booking people to go up there. Bad on me. But the object of the game is that the mall is a beautiful place, and you have encouraged me after that shoot. I walk by your store now, and I will go all the way up to the next bridge and home. It's 3 miles. So I do that now. I did it once, yes, I know. But I'm going to do it again. I may do it tonight.
Good.
Which is encouraging. But we talked about you putting together your first podcast. And what was the name you came up with?
I said, grab your mic off the stand.
Just take it off.
There you go.
Divine Compass.
What does that mean?
Well, ask her.
So my mission is to change the course of people's lives in many aspects. And so God gave me the word divine compass. So divine for him and compass for changing the course of someone's life.
Looking for guidance in the right direction. Yes. Like Christopher Columbus did. You remember him? He got lost
Well,
a few
that happened to you yesterday morning. You and I came in, we were on the phone, we were going to go in one direction, and we sit down, we have a meeting. In the middle of this meeting, he exits stage right and totally changes direction and says, wait, I know where you're going with this. Let's do it this way. And afterwards, I go, well, what happened? He says, God told me to change the direction of the meeting. And you did.
Well, that's divine compass.
That was divine compass. That's what made me think of it. You said, argue with God, but this is what I have to do during this meeting. And you did.
That's when Brianna brought in that singing group, right?
That was before. It was first thing in the morning.
In the morning show? I didn't do that.
We were back there.
I don't even remember what happened. I must have done something. But there you have it. See, divine compass is all around us. And sometimes you find a product that can probably change your life, right? Or you meet somebody who's looking to express what they feel. You know, this lady does some fantastic things. I wanted to touch base on, you give away bicycles?
Yeah, so we bought a bicycle shop September of last year, and just by pure accident, it just landed on our lap. And I decided to have a bike drive. So we collected a lot of bicycles and gave them away to homeless, the needy, just whoever needed a bike. So it was pretty impactful. It was beautiful.
That's amazing.
And she gave it away. She buys a bike store to give away bikes. That's a little bit different.
And what are you thinking of as far as the studio? You're going to be hosting different businesses in Boynton Beach?
Yeah, I would love that. I would love to host different businesses, give them recognition.
Can you just move your mic a little bit closer?
Yeah, just to make sure that, we're just supporting other businesses.
Okay, and Lucky, I think, was going to be part of the chamber.
Lucky's
Actually,
supposed to be
Charlotte
there.
sent us something. She was watching the
I saw
show.
her.
Did you talk to Charlotte?
No, I didn't. I've been a little busy.
I know, Charlotte, we have to reach back out to you. But she was watching the show. I guess, I don't know when she was watching because the show aired last night. And sent us some information, some people to talk to with the Boynton Beach. Because I believe there's now 2 chambers. One chamber joined with the city of Boca as a Boca Boynton Beach chamber. And now there's a new online or secondary Boynton Beach chamber that I think Lucky is working with.
Yes, Lucky is working the online segment, but I'm going to put them all together. And the meeting place is going to be at the studio because we want people to go in there, do commercials, talk about what they do. See, Boynton is growing at a rapid pace.
I see that.
And the object of the game is the more you know what people do specifically, the quicker you're going to attach yourself to it. You know the Guaco Go that I told you about, which I got corrected on last night because I used the wrong name. Those guys are right across the street from us. That's an amazing store. Yeah. Amazing store. And a lot of people don't know about it yet. And we're hoping that this will resolve the problem of exposing all the stores. You got Frankie's. What's the name of the new restaurant?
It's called Second Rodeo. They are part of the what's the name of it?
Sweetwater.
Sweetwater. Thank you. Yes.
And it's funny because my stepdaughter was telling me that she knows the owner, and they had a Saturday night before he opened type of deal. So I said to her, what do I care? You didn't invite me. But then I hear that Lucky went there to have dinner, so it's open.
It's open, yes.
12 to whatever, right?
No, they open like 4:30 to 2, like Wednesday through Saturday. They're not open every day.
But I hear the restaurant is fabulous. The food is to die for.
It's a great mall. We ended up going over to the acai bowl place afterwards. Everyone had lunch before we went up to another restaurant. And the woman who was working so hard. And I said, you must be the owner. And she looked at me and says, how do you know? I said, because I've never seen anyone work so hard for a business unless it's yours. And she said she was having a hard time keeping staff and keeping crew. And she was pumping all of that food out.
The Hurricane also, which is right up the street, also turned everybody over. We used to eat there so much, we knew everybody. And they've turned over a lot of staff as well. So there's a big change in the industry right now. But what you need somewhere to go where you can promote yourself. You could do shows, you could do podcast show. Angel's going to be doing some interviews as well. She don't know it yet, but she is. Because the object of the game is that you want to bring these businesses forward, give everybody an opportunity to grow and go and together. Like he tells me all the time, La Vida Boyton is what they're calling it.
Oh, that's what we're going to call the studio?
Well, I don't know what we're going to call it yet.
Oh, it's going to be called, okay, Divine Compass.
That's right.
I love it.
La Vida Boca is...
And it's going to be right on, it's Ocean Avenue, correct?
Yes.
Ocean Avenue in Boynton Beach. It is a beautiful location right near the bridge and the lighthouse.
Right across the street from the two restaurants.
Banana Boat and Two Georges.
Right. Right across the street.
Is that across the street? See, I don't even know Boynton Beach at all.
And they got the Tiki Hut bar on the water. Have you ever done that?
No.
Oh, you got to try that. That's fun. You done it?
Haven't.
You've never done it?
No.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I tease Freddie. He's like the plus 55 lifestyle where the kids are out of the house living his best life. Now that he moved to Boynton Beach.
Listen, some of my best friends on that Tiki Hut are 30 and younger.
But you're like living the life of, you don't have to be home with kids. You don't have to be home with grandkids. You've got no pets to take care of. Casper's self-sufficient, right? And then you go out for dinner. You go to the Tiki boat. You do all these fun things.
But you should see the amazing part of where we're at. It's amazing. Where I live, where you work, because I don't know if you live over there, is amazing. They have everything you can think of. Now they got chocolate, they got foods, they got restaurants, they got floating bars. It's amazing. You could spend the whole day with activity over there. And then the beach is right down the street.
There's some great restaurants. So more to come. Divine Compass.
Yes.
When are we opening it? Soon?
Right after the show.
All right, just got to move some things out of the front room and are ready to rock and roll.
We're gonna. For more information, if people want to be on, should they visit the store? You have a phone number?
Yes. So they can call 561-908-1178. The address is 640 East Ocean Avenue. I'm in Suite 9. Divine Compass will be in Suite 3, but Boynton Beach. So yeah, come by and my little boutique is amazing. Come feel the love. It's a beautiful place.
All right, more to come. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology Society is joining us, and we'll see if you can name that sponsor. Coming up next, more to come. We'll be right back.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
To protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection.
Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Amp Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Amp Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies Station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
By example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example. You know, like
Artist Loft.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Amp Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be in first class. Champagne, please.
Giant comfort.
Yeah, that's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
In the modern era, we find ourselves witnessing groundbreaking technological advancements every day. Though there's one vital aspect of modern life that often goes unnoticed. Our air. The air that we breathe every day. The average person now spends the majority of their time indoors. Continuously recycled indoor air can quickly become harmful to breathe, allowing contaminants that can pass through standard air filters to spread easily through enclosed HVAC systems. The result? Compromised indoor air quality, turning our workplaces and homes into breeding grounds for airborne pathogens, commonly referred to as sick building syndrome, a condition linked to chronic headaches, fatigue, or respiratory issues, and a range of other health problems. That's why we developed the Air Shield filter. Unlike traditional filters that simply trap particles, the Air Shield uses plasma to neutralize dangerous airborne pathogens. Through this process, the Air Shield doesn't just filter the air, it transforms it, keeping your indoor air safe. The Air Shield helps turn any environment into a place where every breath is fresh and free from harmful contaminants. Don't compromise on clean air or your health. Visit our website to learn more about how the Revive Aire Air Shield can transform the air you breathe.
entrepreneur Ray Kroc opens his first McDonald's franchise location in Des Plaines, Illinois. On April 15, 1947, Jackie Robinson, age 28, becomes the first African-American player in Major League Baseball's modern era when he steps onto Ebbets Field in Brooklyn to compete for the Brooklyn Dodgers. At 7:22 a.m., Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, dies from a bullet wound inflicted the night before by John Wilkes Booth, an actor. On April 15, 1997, the 50th anniversary of his first Major League Baseball game, the league retires Jackie Robinson's number, 42. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15, 1912, the British ocean liner Titanic sinks into the North Atlantic Ocean about 400 miles south of Newfoundland, Canada.
And that portion of the show was brought to you by
Revive Aire.
Revive Aire. Would you change this?
I changed it.
Why do you do that?
Because we're going into spring, because we just had the...
Yeah, but I feel allergy coming on.
The pink moon, and we've got Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology Society joining us on the other side of this. You know what that means? It means it's Tuesday because Helen's in the house. I was told, Helen, that between the 12th, which was a few days ago, and May 4th, we are in an amazing opportunity for growth. Is that what's happening?
Yes. Yes, we're into fire.
We're into fire. What does that mean?
So Mercury is full force ahead. And tomorrow it enters Aries, which is a fire sign. So that's positive, extroverted, outgoing, getting things done. And then Mars on Thursday is going to enter Leo, which is another fire sign. And Mars in Leo is the executive, the CEO, the general, the person that does things, but also is demanding of loyalty. And President Trump has Mars in Leo. So Mars is now going to the same place where it was when he was born, and so now he's going to be taking action. Whereas when Mars was in Cancer, we were feeling and negotiating and trying to find a deal, trying to find peace regardless of adversity that might be there, regardless of actions and intentions that don't match. So now we can come together. Fire can make things happen. Fire is not content to sit on the sidelines. So we're going to be moving ahead.
Yeah, I'm not very content on sitting on the sidelines.
Well, there's sidelines and then there's silent.
So now Leo is a sign that likes to be center stage. Leo is a sign that's very influential, that's very glamorous, that demands attention and loyalty. So Leo is now in the once in 18 months work cycle. So when Mars goes back to Leo for the Leos, and for people who have Mars and Leo when they were born, this is the start of a new work cycle.
So just because you're not a Leo, you could be in the cycle.
It depends. Now, a lot of people have like Moon in Leo, or they have Venus in Leo,
Gotcha.
or some other planets in Leo. So they are going to be stimulated by this aspect to do things, to get things done, and to make deals happen. People are now ready to move ahead.
I like that thought. Now, is that like contagious? Can we make that contagious to move ahead? Like you take one of these kids and it becomes contagious to everything else? Because it's like a different, something in the air right now.
It's a different atmosphere. It's a positive energy.
You hearing that,
Whereas
Heather?
Before we had negative energies. Not negative in the sense of bad, but negative in the sense of more inward turning, more spiritual, more intuitive, not really physical as much, not material as much, mostly spiritual and feelings. So now that has kind of gone away, and we're going to want action, we're going to want results. We're going to be results oriented. We're going to be profit oriented because the sun is also going to be going into Taurus on Saturday, and Taurus is the sign of the financier, of the markets. The stock market was incorporated in May, so it's a Taurus market. So that's going to stimulate finances. So we're going to take action, and then we're going to have our finances
So
stimulated.
things are going to start moving in a positive direction.
Things are going to start moving in a positive way, so we want to be sure that we are in control of our finances and that we have tax season, so everybody's been dealing with their finances, but now we can earn money.
Gotcha. Okay, at least that's a positive sign.
It seems like we're in a positive uptick right now.
We're in a positive uptick, and we're going to go there. Mars is going to be in Leo for 6 weeks. So that's a good thing. And we have Jupiter still in Gemini, so that's positive with Leo. So all the signs that are air signs and fire signs are now in the positive cycle. So that includes Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra.
I love that.
So the fact that Aries is opposite Libra means that legal proceedings, contracts, all kinds of legal issues are now in the forefront and can now be resolved for a positive and successful conclusion, whereas before they've been hovering and on the back burner and back and forth, and no decisions were really made. Now people... And we have to be careful that we don't jump into something that we don't know what the results are going to be. It has to be a calculated risk. We can't just have activity for activity's sake. We want to direct it to a positive direction, and that's what Mars in Leo is going to do.
You think things need to be more defined, more clarity now as we go forward?
Yes, the other thing that, prevented us from having clarity was when Neptune was in Pisces. Neptune does not offer clear-cut boundaries. It's like one bleeds into the other, and it's very hard to distinguish where everything is at. But now that Neptune is in Aries and with Mercury, we suddenly have inspiration, we suddenly have vision, we suddenly see the path forward. And we have the energy to follow it through and make it happen.
That's the things that we talked about this morning have existed in what we do, but I don't think, at least I'd never had the clarity of what needed to be changed and why until some things we talked about this morning. And because of that, of something that happened yesterday, there was more clarity of, we just can't put things out because it feels good, it sounds good. I think people are looking for more definition as to what it is we offer, what it is that's out there, why they should work with us.
Or maybe your clarity gets better.
Or maybe it's my clarity.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's your clarity because Neptune and Mercury are now in Aries, and by the end of the month, Venus will go into Aries. So your social life will improve and your contacts will start coming through. Now, some of the things that you're getting clarity on, and others too, is what we started at the beginning of the year. We had that positive energy, that positive outlook. We were raring to go, but we were held back while we work out the negotiations and the details. But yes, everything now is a lot more clear-cut, and we're ready to take action.
I'm a big believer in momentum. I'm a big believer that if something positive happens, you got to ride that momentum. In baseball, it's called putting guys on the bases because anything can happen when you do. Anybody can beat anybody when you do that. Same thing here. Momentum pushes you. Sometimes the clarity or the understanding, you don't quite know it yet. You sort of look at it like Popeye, but if you got that momentum, I think it carries you. And the next thing you know, you turn around and says, wow, look what we did.
Well, that's how I've been feeling this whole week.
Momentum.
Since last week, actually, they've been putting out so much concise and clear content that I feel this momentum of we need to ride on the waves of what they're creating to help bring more of it into fruition.
Agreed. I saw those videos that you and Gato and crew put that together. I saw that this morning. I said, wow. I said, Heather, I don't even call her Mona Lisa no more because there's your PR department and what Brianna's doing, bringing it to the table.
Yeah.
It's the momentum, you look at it. Now, when you're in the game, sometimes you don't realize a fastball is coming at you 100 miles an hour because you're in the game. You're too close to it. But when you sit back and you watch what they've been doing the last 2 weeks, how they've gathered that steam, everybody's moving around in here. You got to say, this is what it's all about.
Everybody's got a lot of energy. Now, the only thing is we need to direct the energy. And you're right, the momentum is going to be coming at us really fast. So we have to be ready. We also have to be healthy. So when Mars was in Cancer, we had stomach and digestive issues that we had to deal with, and diet and making us healthy was like the main theme. Now Leo rules the heart. So now we have to be heart healthy. So we have to continue with good diet. We have to try to lose weight, which will be a lot easier because we're going to be active. We're going to be doing things. We're not going to be sitting still and worrying and wondering. We're now going to take action. So hopefully that will help us lose some weight and become heart healthy.
It's all good, which is why this leads us perfect in alignment
And that's why I'm
to
walking.
our fundraiser.
Getting healthy.
Because our event was planned specifically with Helen, who looked at the calendar and looked at the dates. Because at first I said, let's do March. And you said, can you hold off into the first week in May, May 1st or 2nd? And that is exactly when we have pinpointed the foundation fundraiser on May 2nd.
So you'll have Neptune, Mercury, and Venus all in Aries, with Mars in Leo and Jupiter in Gemini. And so that is a wonderful thing for fundraising.
Are you going to be here?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Of course I'll be
All
here.
the stars are coming.
All right, do we have some of those pieces we can roll since we've got Helen here? All right, so our crew's put together some marketing pieces to invite you to join us on May 2nd, 5 o'clock. So check this out.
Home isn't just a place. It's where we grow, where we feel safe, and where we belong. At AMP Media Futures Foundation, students step into a second home, one that fuels their dreams. Here, students find their voice, their purpose, and a future filled with possibilities. But we can't do it alone. Join us May 2nd, 2024 from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at our second fundraising event and help us continue creating opportunities for the next generation. Your support makes this home possible. For more information, donations, or to RSVP, visit Eventbrite. Together, we are building futures. Together, we are home.
I'm going in AMP Studios to see how well these producers know the sponsors to their own fundraising event. How many sponsors can you name for our Segundo de Mayo event?
We have Full Circle Networking, we have Revive Aire, we have Hayway because they paved the way for us.
Savia, Butterfly World, Perfect something, I think this is right.
Well, there's Indu, there's LMR services, and then there's Butterfly World.
We have Duffy.
Gypsy Soul, Lines for Humanity, and Don't Be There.
Savia.
Health, we have PRP Wine International, Savor Our City, the Miami Marlins, Schur's Chocolate, and Kind Diner Society.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious. But again, that's all inspired by your leadership and telling us to do this thing. And I got to tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you, I thought she was nuts, man. I said, what? May 2nd? I thought it was too early. I thought it wasn't the right time. Boy, again, yeah. But at least I'm man enough to prove when I'm wrong.
No, it's because Helen gave us a date, because I think I'm still recovering from the December event. But you said, no, you have to do it. This is the time. Otherwise, it's not going to be again until the fall or winter because it's summer, it's hot, snowbirds. So we had to get it in. So Helen picked the piece, and we're moving forward with it. This is all because you've inspired us to pick that date.
I hope it works.
Gee, thank you.
Don't say that, Helen. What's the matter with you?
Boy, that puts a
Messed
lot of
up the whole
pressure on
bit.
me. But no, it'll work. I mean, with Venus and Mercury in your sign,
It's
you can't
already
fail.
working, Helen.
Huh?
It's already working.
Yeah, it's already working, and the opportunity you're giving the young people to express themselves is a wonderful thing, and they are now able to express themselves a lot better, to be forward, to be outgoing, and the fire signs, I mean, the fire signs are action signs.
That was
Good
a
stuff.
fantastic piece. Those were two great pieces. And check your inbox because our newsletter went out yesterday, Segundo de Mayo,
What was
just
it
as
says?
a reminder. Segundo?
No.
Segundo?
Psst, you left something in your cart.
Yes. Oh, you left something in your cart.
That was hilarious.
Check out what you left in your cart. It's an invitation to join us for a free event here at the studio. We just kindly ask that you help support our crew and everything that they are working so hard to do. And they're here to help you as well in your business. It is not just helping us at the studio in the cafe. It's to help all of our sponsors, including Revive Aire, Hay Way, Kind Diner Society, Sabia, Savor Our City. There are so many, more and more. And the Miami Marlins are sending us a picture.
We got to put a scroller on the bottom.
With all of the sponsors?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yes, we have to do that because we have to, now that we started to unwrap this gift, we want to give thanks to everybody involved. Even if you show up and you give a gift of love, we'll accept that as well because, you know, together we can unite and be more powerful than individuals. So here we go.
Gypsy Soul is donating a basket. There's a lot of great opportunities. And Helen, thank you for taking a look at when all the stars align for us.
Yes, and you know, the last event was wonderful. It was a great social event. It was a great charity event. Everybody had a wonderful time. We just have to figure out about the parking.
Yes, we have a problem at hand we have to fix.
All right. Thank you. How do people reach you?
I'm on Cosmic Astrology Society on Facebook and also on TikTok as Cosmic Astrologer. I just want to say one more quick thing, that now Mars is opposing Pluto, and so we're seeing that we're having more earthquakes and volcanoes. So this is going to upset the Earth for like the next week. So that's why that's happening.
Santa Barbara, there was an earthquake this morning.
Yes.
You know, you could have left that part out.
But people were asking why, and now...
Yeah, it's Mars opposed Pluto, but it's not a long-term aspect, so we're good with that.
And why are so many more plane crashes that you're seeing?
You know, with Jupiter and Gemini over the past 7-8 months, which is an air sign, and now Pluto went into Aquarius, which is an air sign, which rules aviation, and that's why that's happening. But I think now you're going to see that there's going to be a lot of improvements made. So the behind-the-scenes events, the behind-the-scenes things that were done to mitigate all this is going to start coming out, and we're going to start having positive results.
Thank God. We had the crash here in Boca. There was another
Yes,
plane.
there was a crash in Boca.
Another plane that went down upstate New York. And, you know, they had the WNBA draft yesterday, number one. But one of the talented players or athlete of the year died in a plane crash.
And these are families that are going down all at once.
All 6 people in that
terrible.
plane died as well.
So Mercury's going forward now, which is also better for air travel and transportation in general.
Wow. Thank you. Finally, right? We got some good news
Good
coming
news,
our
man.
way.
Tell you, it's
We've
been
worked
tough.
hard, and we're always working with Helen. And Helen is available to give you your own private astrological reading, which is different from a psychic reading. This is, oh, big news. I just want you to know. I got my birth certificate.
You kidding?
I know. 58. Look at Helen's face. It came in the mail yesterday.
What's the name?
It's my name.
Is
it's
it?
my parents' name, date of birth, all of
What
it.
hospital were you born in?
It did not say. It just said it was registered in the state of New York.
No.
So the human side of me actually does exist.
It has to have a hospital name, otherwise it is not official.
Really? It came from Vital Statistics in New York. Remember when I tried it before, it said they couldn't find me.
Well, I don't know. I think that's coming from a different source, not the hospital. I want it from the hospital. Because I want to know if you were hatched or birthed.
I feel like there should be a cosmic birth certificate.
Well, there is your horoscope. You know, the planetary pattern when you were born
Interesting.
is like frozen into space. So that's your cosmic blueprint. But after 9/11, all the records went to a central department in the government, and they can't find me either. So don't feel bad.
Wow. Yes, everything goes now to the whole Vital Statistics.
And they've lost a lot of information.
Angel, they know where you are? Nobody knows. Angel don't even know where she's at.
Interesting. Wow. Helen, thank you as always.
My pleasure.
Great news.
See that? You're not the only one. You're not the only alien we have.
I know.
You got a whole bunch of people in here that have no birth
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I think today is National Guest Day. Take a guest day.
Did you see what they said? When you run, you should run like the animal that you're portraying.
Which is?
I don't know. What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite animal.
My favorite animal is mini schnauzers.
A schnauzer, so you should run like a dog.
What would you run like?
Me, I'm going to run like a cheetah.
Okay, I missed that
Very
one.
fast and very slow. Hurry up and get there.
All right, Jay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, let's see National Guest Day. Take a guest day that Chloe put together, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see their faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with...
To support and enhance the lives of our clients. We genuinely enhance the quality of and offer a comprehensive suite of 26 services tailored to meet every need. We go beyond the basics with health monitoring, emotional support, pet care, and home safety checks. Sunshine Home Care Services is more than just a service. It's a partnership in care. We invite you to experience the difference a compassionate team can make. For a personal consultation, call us today at 561-821-5811.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
If you guess right, we can vibe to this night and day. And put a lemon soda in that vodka. Your mind wonders what I need. The clock's ticking. Tonight could be good for you. Follow the clues. I won't say gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language. Listen while
Welcome to the AMP Network. Today is Take a Wild Guess Day, where we will give you a topic to have a wild guess on the answer. Today's topic is about yawning. It's something that every living being does throughout life. But the truth is that nobody really knows why we yawn. Take a wild guess on why. We know that yawns are contagious. Concrete reason why we Some say yawns are
keep you alert and awake for brief time.
I wonder why do you think it's contagious? I don't know if it really is, but maybe.
I honestly think someone instilled that into our brains, and it's just become like something we have, like classical conditioning. You know what that is? I think that's something
like
that
Pavlov's dog.
Yeah, we've done with yawning, honestly.
Whose dog?
Pavlov.
That whole.
We do it all the time. Like during coronavirus, if someone when coronavirus was a whole thing, everyone felt like their throat was all of a sudden itchy if someone was talking about coronavirus. Or
So-
you start to get paranoid of do I feel this? Do I have this? Do I have this symptom?
We used to have a producer, and
Your
she would
microphone
yawn, and she would go do this whole major production of her yawn. Do you remember?
No.
Is it like when princesses get out of bed in the Disney movies?
This is what, yes, she would do that all day long. And you would say to her, if you're tired, go home.
Who?
I'm not going to say her name on air. You would. If you remembered, you would.
Jay. It was Jay.
It's not Jay.
Not Jay.
But
Who
Jay,
was
you
it?
know who it is. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
It was a girl?
She, yes.
Teddy.
No. Anyway.
Send him home.
Things that are contagious.
Because
it's like,
they made me tired.
It's like sighing, I think, is contagious. When people sigh.
Well, sighing, there's a reason why we sigh too.
Why?
It's our body's way of trying to just reset itself.
Really?
It's like resetting to equilibrium.
So
It's literally called there's a thing called physiological sigh. You ever go you ever just do that and you do it, you don't even realize you're doing it sometimes?
I don't even realize I do it if I
just
do it.
When
it's
I'm
your
sad, I
body's
do it.
way of just resetting itself.
When I'm sad, that happens.
I learned that in anatomy and physiology.
I don't see you sigh. You just curse.
No, I sigh a lot.
I tend to curse when I'm trying to reset myself too.
I don't curse. I mumble.
You mumble curse words.
I mumble. You guys listen
You don't
too
mumble.
intently.
You just come up with these names and you blurt them out. I think that's just kind of like your own
What do you mean I
Tourette's.
blurt
It's like
them
your
out?
version
I
of
got Tourette's too. I got Tourette's. I got ADHD. I got all
That's
sorts
the title.
of things.
Freddie gets diagnosed with Tourette's.
This is.
Chloe, that was a good piece, though. National Take a Wild Guess Day. All right. Any other questions on what you want us to guess on?
No, I don't want to because you're going to label me with another disease. I'm a disease.
No, it's all good.
What was the West Side Story? Remember West Side Story? You don't remember West Side
Yeah, what
Story?
disease was that?
He was a social disease. Remember? He's a social disease. You don't remember?
No.
You remember?
But I think
No,
you
don't
know
I
all
just
the
remember
words
he
to
got
that.
shot or something.
Social disease was West Side Story when they did the thing in the precinct. Officer Krumke, I think you're a slum.
He sings too.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, I barely remember that movie.
I remember the movie. It's a really good song.
I just remember
Dear Officer
them singing and
There
then
you
he
go.
dies and then.
One guy dies. And Dawn, at the end of the movie, Dawn says, "Why can't they change the ending of the movie?"
No, like a dramatic ending.
And a dramatic
That's
ending.
fantastic.
It's like Romeo and Juliet. I said that at the end of I Possess also, but I did see a human version
One
of I
person
Possess.
lived. You missed it.
No, I saw it.
The girl lives.
Well, I wasn't going to tell anyone.
Well,
the
you got to
ending
go
of the
see
movie.
it. It's not even playing here now. You got to go to Georgia or
No, it's
Texas.
actually
it's
on
out
VOD.
It's out now on.
Oh, check
TV,
out I Possess.
Prime.
Check out the movie. I got on the phone with somebody who's no longer making movies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
It is. He says 5 years to get paid. It takes a little too much time in his life, so he's doing something. He's getting into the AI market, which is new and improved. The AI market, we got some news coming your way. Get hip to what's going on.
All right, you ready to wrap this up?
Not really.
You having a good time?
Well, I got nothing else to do.
We got lots. I got lots to do.
I got nothing to do.
Hold my ring.
Pull your finger?
Relax. All right, have a great
Did she
afternoon,
just tell
everyone.
me to pull
I said,
her
hold my
finger?
ring.
Why?
For this, I'll de-stress.
What? Does your finger de-stress you?
Have a great day, everyone. See you later.
Don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show.